up, my lovelies? How's everybody today? Good, I hope. Hope you guys, if you celebrated, had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate the traditional, reason for Thanksgiving, but I do absolutely give thanks and am grateful for my friends and family and for this beautiful life and everything I've learned. So I do celebrate that and eat some good food and share love with my peeps. So if you did, hope you had a great week and holiday. If not, I hope you had a great week anyway. So if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Lindsay, Dragon Queen, here for you to be your best version of yourself that you can be. You can check out who I am a bit below, but I do try to share anything I've learned along my journey of spiritual growth to make myself the best version I can, and anything that's helped me, I just share with you guys, so hopefully it helps you too, okay? UNITY right there, chilling with Pac today also. I wanted to make sure unity showed, and love and loyalty. Anyways, so today I'm just going to be talking about energies, okay? How energies work, why certain things happen to you, never happen to you, but for you, okay? I've talked in other videos about that, about how not to play victim. I'm going to talk more about them in the future, because everything really does happen for us, guys, and not to us, okay? Even the quote-unquote bad stuff, sometimes we're putting out energies that we don't realize that that's what's bringing some of this stuff into our lives, right? We feel unworthy. We talk to ourselves in nasty ways. We don't love ourselves like we should. We don't take care of ourselves like we should. Maybe we give too much out. We give and give and give, and we just have people around us that take from us, and we don't understand why we keep getting these leeches around us, right? So I'm going to explain just a bit today some things I've learned about energies and kind of ways to bring energies you want towards you, how to attract more of what you want by understanding how they work, okay? Like and subscribe if you don't mind. Help me out with that algorithm, just so it gets this video out to anyone that it might help them a bit more. I would really appreciate it, okay? All right. Always gotta have my list down. I got too much going on in here, so if I write it down, it helps me a lot. That'll help you guys too. If something you don't do and you try to keep everything up here, just write it down somewhere. Let it out, okay? Anyways, so the only real law that I believe, guys, is the law of attraction, okay? How energy works with having integrity with what you do when no one's looking, right? Because the universe is always looking. Trust God, Great Spirit, whatever you want to call it. I don't care if nobody's around you and you're doing some sneaky shit, the universe knows. If no one's around you and doing some dope shit, awesome, loving shit, the universe knows, okay? Trust. So, this has to do, okay, let's just start with integrity first. If nobody's looking and you're keeping your integrity, you're still doing what you're supposed to do, not stealing, not being sneaky, cheating, whatever the situation may be, to where you're keeping integrity. Maybe you found somebody's wallet with money in it, okay? And you're one of those people that returns it because that's not your money. You think about if that was you, you'd want somebody to return it, right? That's why you hear that saying, treat somebody as you would like to be treated, okay? And that's absolutely true. It's not just important to just be a kind person anyway, but whatever energies you put out are coming back to you. So if you're being a dick and you're walking around, being sneaky and cheaty and lying all the time and shit, then you're going to get those types of people back around you because that's what you're putting out. So the universe is like, oh, this is what you like. This is the energy level that you're at. This is what you're vibing at. So this is what we're going to bring you. Shitty people, shitty situations, people that maybe take advantage of you because you take advantage of other people when no one's looking, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that really matters, you guys. You might think you're getting away with something, and maybe you did at the time, right? Maybe you got that money, maybe you got away and you got to spend that shit on something you wanted, but guess what? I promise you, them negative energy is going to come right back to you and bite you in the ass, and you're going to wonder why it happened, okay? You need to be aware that you truly create the world that you live in. You guys, your mind is so powerful and your body follows after, okay? That's why, getting in a calm state and staying balanced is so important. Because if your mind is chaotic, if your mind is unbalanced, if your mind is cluttered, if your mind is negative, if your mind is, again, nasty, being nasty to yourself, being very unloving, being critical, being judgmental, that's the world you're going to create, okay? Because that's how you're speaking to yourself, and that's what your brain is putting to your body. This is our worth, this is it, And so those energies that go from your mind to your body, that go out into the world, you start to reflect people that don't see your worth, people that take advantage of you. You know, again, like I'm saying, just people that don't have integrity about them, maybe some liars, cheaters. You know, maybe you're a super sweet person and you give all the time and you do have integrity about you when you do things, but maybe you're giving too much of yourself, okay? Maybe you don't know how to say no. So the universe is, since you're not putting up boundaries, you're giving out the energy that boundaries can be walked all over with you. So you're getting people in situations where you're getting taken advantage of and that you're getting walked over because you're not telling the universe and showing the universe, no, I have boundaries. This is what I'm going to put up with and this shit I'm not going to put up with, okay? With lovers, with friends, with family members, I don't care who it is. Cut off whatever energies you need to cut off, you guys, if they're not good for you. If they're not matching what you're trying to put out, look inside, because there might be something in there. It could be even an old belief, right, that we have from a kid that just needs to be healed a little bit. Once we recognize it, that that's something that needs to be healed, and oh, I didn't realize I was putting that energy out because of, oh, I've been saying that to myself, or I've been treating myself this way. Now that I'm aware of it, I can change it, right? And so you just start to change those things little by little each day. Stay very aware of how powerful your mind is and what you speak, how you think about yourself, and what energy you're vibing at, okay? Because it is going to create your world. If you're staying cluttered and negative, you're going to have a cluttered and negative world around you, okay? Start to set things up how you want. You do have to put it into action. Once you sit down and clear your mind and truly think about, this is what I want, this is what I deserve, this is what I can really have, you start to take the tiny steps to create it. And those tiny steps have to do with what energies you're putting out there, okay? The next one is, how are you talking to yourself? Okay, I talked a little bit about it earlier, but truly, the way that you speak to yourself, would you speak to a child that way? Would you speak to your child that way? Anybody you love? If you wouldn't tell somebody you love the things that you say to yourself out loud or in your brain, in your head, stop doing it, you guys. That's ridiculous. You are being abusive to yourself. So in turn, I'm sure you're bringing abusive people towards you that think that they can say some horrible shit to you and that you're just going to put up with it. And then you're thinking, well, I'm such a good person. Why are these people treating me like shit? I don't understand it. I'm so good to them. But you're not good to yourself, babe. Okay? You have to be good to yourself to show the universe, I deserve love, I deserve respect, and I deserve somebody to stand up for me, even if that's just me. Okay? You are the most powerful person in your life, and you are the only person that you have for your whole life. So why not love that person? Don't abuse and diss yourself. You wouldn't let nobody else do that to you right off, right? Don't do it to yourself. That's why these people are coming towards you, okay? You train others how you want to be treated, right? How you talk to yourself is how others will talk and treat you. Same with relationships, loving relationships. If you want romance in a relationship and you want love and you want them to say kind, sweet things to you, you're not doing that for yourself, you're not going to get it, babe. I'm telling you, you're not going to get it, okay? When you realize your worth and you put that energy back into you, instead of sitting there and wondering, where's my true love? Why can't I find anybody to date? Why I've been single for so long? You know what I'm saying? It's because of the way you're treating yourself. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and treat yourself the way you would want others to treat you. Okay, I'm going to have to write that shit down. But seriously, you guys, romance yourself. If you want romance, buy yourself flowers, whatever it is. Ladies, guys, if you got flowers, buy yourself gifts. Treat yourself, okay? Take yourself out on dates. You don't have to be with anybody to go on a date. But if you're working endlessly and you're not being loving and caring and kind to yourself and gentle to yourself, you're going to find you're going to attract that same type of people, right? That they're going to be working themselves too much. They're not going to have any love for you. They're not going to be very affectionate. They're not going to want to take you out. They're just going to want to come around maybe and use you and then dip out. Why? Because you're doing that to yourself. You're not taking time at night for yourself to rest, to have some kind of a nighttime routine so your body can actually wind down and chill out from the day and like quiet all the chatter that's been going on, all the opinions from everybody over the years, over that day, over you getting on Instagram and scrolling mindlessly and subconsciously judging yourself because you see somebody that you think looks better than you. Yeah, you might give them props and be like, oh, you look good, I like that. But there's somewhere in your subconscious that you're judging yourself that, damn, they look better than me, or they're reaching their goals faster than I am in their life, or whatever the situation is, you know what I mean? You're still subconsciously doing it. Cut out all these things, you guys, that are is just mindless chatter and extra opinions that you guys don't need. All right? The only opinion that matters is yours. Your true opinion of how you truly want to live, what you want to create for yourself, okay? You're letting all these other energies in, that's fucking your shit up, right? Balance yourself and quiet your mind and all those people and things and influences that are in there, and truly listen to what you have to say and what you want. Do you like bubble baths? Take a bubble bath. Do you like to sing in the shower? Play that music loud and sing in the shower. Do you like a certain scent, but maybe you're embarrassed because maybe you're a guy and you think it's too girly of a scent? Or I don't care what it is. Whatever brings you joy, you guys, go do that, okay? Stop judging yourself for it. Stop saying you have too much to do, you don't have enough time, because what you're doing when you do that, guess what you're doing? Creating not enough time, right? You're creating too much to do. If you're accepting 30 things on your plate at once and saying, yeah, I'll do it, yeah, I'll help, yep, I'll do that, yep, I'll do that, yep, I'll do that, guess what? The universe is going to dump more on your plate because that's what you're putting out there. Okay, this is how energy works, you guys. Be mindful of that. Stop playing the victim. Straighten your fucking back up. Straighten your crown up, kings and queens. Know who you truly are, all right? Step into your power. And, man, control your energies. You got the power. Trust. I've been doing this shit for a few years now, and it's pretty cool how it works. Let's talk about food. Let's talk about eating for a minute, okay? What do you say? Okay, before I start on that, there are low vibe and high vibe foods, okay? There are foods that are, you know, the sugary, super sugary, salty, greasy, low vibe things, very quick foods that aren't really made with love, things like that. Now, those foods usually have a lower vibe about them because they're not made with love. You know, it's a lot of processed stuff, not natural ingredients from the earth, things like that, okay? I'm not saying you can't ever eat these things. If you want some chips, go have a bag of chips, okay? I'm just saying try not to indulge in this stuff too much with moderation because there is low vibe and high vibe foods, okay? The high vibe foods are going to be ones that are made with love, grown with love, no chemicals, even if it's say you're cooking fried chicken which in society may be bad because it's fried, okay? Let's say health-wise, whatever. But if you're cooking that chicken, if you're putting love into that chicken, if you're telling that chicken, I'm grateful for the life that you lived, thank you for giving up your life so I can eat. If you're putting love into the cooking, if you're focused in the present moment on what you're cooking and you fry that shit up with love, it's going to do your body good. Trust me, it's not going to be low vibe anymore. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So, back to what I was saying. My point of that was, you don't have to just eat salads all the time to be high vibe. My point is of how you're feeling and how you're thinking of when you're eating this stuff, okay? In moderation, but if you do pretty well and you want to indulge sometimes in some ice cream, I'm guilty of that. I love my ice cream. Or anything that's your little guilty pleasure of food, please do that, you guys, in moderation. It's really good for you. You get joy from it. It's the little kid inside of you that gets to indulge in that treat, right, for whatever it is. So, all right, back to my next point about the eating. What are you saying to yourself as you're eating, right? Are you saying, oh my God, I'm going to be so fat if I eat this, right? I'm going to gain 10 pounds if I eat this. This is so bad for me. Guess what? That's all going to be true. You're going to gain that weight. You're going to feel horrible. You're going to get fat. You're going to get whatever the situation. Oh, I'm going to break out if I eat this. You're speaking that into existence, you guys. That truly is how powerful your mind is. So stop. Stop speaking that shit into existence, all right? If you're eating food, I don't care. Say it is, you got 5 minutes and you really don't have time to grab anything, but you know you're hungry, you need to eat, so you grab some chicken nuggets or something, right, from a fast food restaurant. Instead of judging yourself and being hard on yourself about going and getting that, number one, be grateful that you have the opportunity to go get some food to nourish your body because you're hungry and you need fuel, right, to keep going and keep doing what you're doing. Number two, when you get the food, don't talk to yourself that way. Don't say, oh, fuck, I'm going off my diet, or I'm eating unhealthy, or I'm doing... No, when you get whatever food you get to nourish yourself, even if it's something small, real quick to keep you going until you get to your more healthy food or whatever food you would prefer to eat, don't say, you know, how bad it is for you. Don't beat yourself up for eating it, right? You're already putting negative energies into that shit, and then those are going into your body. So then you're going to have low vibe energies in there with that food altogether, okay? Don't even let me start on the people that are cooking the food that may already have low vibe energies to begin with. You see what I'm saying? Do the intention setting, right? You go into the intention of, guess what? I'm getting this food to nourish me. The person that's cooking it has had a great day. I'm going to eat it, and my body's going to take care of it healthfully, just as it should. Because our bodies are smart, you guys. They know what the hell they're supposed to do with food, okay? So when we eat, make sure that you're saying, this is for my health. You know, if it's once in a while you have to indulge like that, it's fine. But if you're out, you don't ever cook your own food, you're being negative when you're eating it, you're being judgmental when you're eating it, you're feeling guilty, you're shameful when you're eating it, that's all negativity, you guys, that you're ingesting, okay? If you can, you know, if you can't do that, like I said, don't judge yourself for whatever, if you have to eat, whatever you have to eat at the time. But get your shit together, get balanced, and try to cook your food the most you can, you guys, because whatever it is, I don't care if you still eat meat, if you still, you know, if you're a vegetarian, I don't care what your food of choice is, okay, really. But if you're preparing and you're cooking your own food, and you're in a joyful energy when you're doing it, you know that the food will be nourishing when you eat it. You're going to feel great when you eat it. You take time to maybe learn a new skill while you're cooking, or maybe how to season something different, or how to cook something different that you wouldn't normally. You be present in the moment, maybe listen to some music, right? Put some joy into it, cook that shit up, and eat. I don't care if you're by yourself. But I've been single for a long time, and I've ate a lot of meals by myself. I still cook myself. I still go out and treat myself sometimes, you guys, but I try to make it a point to cook my own food. Because I put my good energies into it. I put them home energies into it, right? So I'm going to only attract somebody that's going to do the same for me. That's going to want to cook for me. That's going to put good loving energies into my food. And not going to want to be out all the time eating, right? So that's my point, you guys, of the eating stuff. If I got off track or got confusing for a minute, hopefully you stayed with me. I appreciate that patience. But make sure what you're saying, no matter what you're eating, you guys, have positivity about it, okay? I don't give a shit if you crave ice cream 5 times a week sometimes and I eat that shit. I don't say I'm going to get fat from it. I don't say I'm going to gain weight from it. I'm going to say to myself, there's a reason my body's craving this right now, and my body's asking me for it, so I'm going to give it to it, and it's going to take care of what it needs to take care of, okay? Period, point blank. I'm so serious about this, you guys. Last thing I'm going to touch about on the food is like diets, okay? This is why, because whatever you believe and whatever you put into the universe and whatever you create is going to come back to you, like I said. So this is why so many diets, I've seen people that go on 10 different diets and all the diets work for them, right? Why? Because they believe that diet's going to work. They believe what they're ingesting and what they're doing is going to make them lose weight, so it does, okay? You get somebody else that tries the same 10 diets and doesn't lose any weight, because why? They don't believe in diets. They're just trying this shit saying, this is bullshit. Okay, I'll try it, but it's bullshit. They're already putting the energy out there that the shit ain't gonna work. So guess what? It ain't gonna work. Okay? So whatever you put out there that's gonna work for you, just make sure it's positive, you guys. Okay? If it works for you eating salads all day, every day, then do that shit. But don't do it, you know, with animosity, and do it with, you know, being angry that you didn't have no chicken in that mug. If you want to put some chicken in there, do it. Don't beat yourself up for eating the things that, you know, your body is craving and that you need to eat, okay? If you have a certain lifestyle with eating, you know, again, vegetarian, vegan, whatever your choice is, if you want to eat meat, you're making your own foods, you know, make sure that you're doing that. Don't go buy a salad every day out from somebody else that made it. Make sure that you're buying your own ingredients and making it at home with love, okay? All right, enough about that. The last thing on this video I'm going to talk about is like your career. It has to do with those energies too. Man, society. We've really grown up being taught and trained because, well, they're trying to control us, but that's a whole nother fucking subject and video, isn't it? We'll get on that sometime if you guys want to chat about that. But we are trained that we need to work, right? 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, 80 hours a week. You ain't nobody if you don't work a lot. You don't provide for your family correctly if you ain't out at your job, you know, doing and hustling and grinding and waking up at 6 and going to bed at midnight. And come on, guys. Come on. Okay? Look, if that lifestyle works for you, all right, and you don't feel like, I don't know, Elon Musk looks like he's some kind of robot. I feel like he gets no sleep and he still be going and going and going and doesn't seem to shut down. Maybe he does behind closed doors. We don't know really. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to run myself into the damn ground or focus all my energy on work, and whatever, okay? There's other things I like to do. I like to create. I have hobbies I like to do. I like my friends and family I like to hang out with, to talk on the phone with sometimes, even if it's just to see how they're doing, okay? So my point is, if you want to work, if you truly are balanced and working and doing all that and having all these hours, then this ain't for you, okay? This is for some of us out there that are overdoing it, that have this, you know, ill-conceived notion in our mind that we have to do this to be somebody, to be worthy, to make any kind of money. It's not true, you guys. It all goes after the energies you put out there and what it comes back to you. If you believe and you put out there, damn, I gotta work 80 to 100 hours a week to be able to do this, to be able to do that, you don't. But if you put that out there, then that's what you're gonna have to do, because that's what you believe, okay? Those of us out here that are making YouTube videos, that are artists, you know, that do things, that are creative musicians, any creative outlets, you know, that some may deem that are, get a real job, that's not a real job. You know, I've been told that before too. It's because of what I believe. That's what they believe, right? They were trained and they believe that you have to be in corporate, or you have to have an office job, or you have to work for somebody, or you have to have insurance, you know, to be somebody. No, I prefer, to be honest, for my own self, to live my own life and to have my own schedule, and yeah, I gotta hustle and bustle a little bit because I'm kind of my own, you know, editor, artist, photographer, appointment setter, assistant, all of that, right? Motivator. Like, I'm doing all that shit for myself, you guys. I'm the only one that can do it, right? I gotta get up and do the shit and make that money. I ain't got nobody to take care of me like that, right? I mean, the universe takes care of me, but you know what I mean. You have to put action behind this shit, you guys. So, my reality I want to create is that I get to make videos to help you guys and to make the world a better place and make each of us our best versions of ourselves, right? I get to smoke some green every now and then. I get to paint. I get to sell paintings. I get to do tattoos that are healing and meaningful for my clients, right? I get to travel all over doing that shit. And if I want to take a nap, I take a nap, right? If I want to have a day off, I have a day off. So I don't have that mindset. I don't put it out there. I don't believe that I got to run myself into the ground to be somebody. I am somebody. I could work 5 hours a week. As long as I'm pursuing my passions and giving my gifts to the world and trying to make the world a better place, bruh, it don't matter how much I work. I am worthy. Trust that. So that's what y'all need to realize too. You're absolutely worthy of this shit. You don't have to follow that 80, 100 hours a week working to yourself to death bullshit, okay? You don't have to have a mansion to be somebody. If you want a simple one-bedroom house with a wife or a husband or a significant other, whatever, and whatever your little family lifestyle is, you ain't gonna have that. If y'all are happy just having your simple life, do that and be that. Don't let nobody tell you that your life ain't shit or is too simple or you need to do better or go for more. If that's what you love and you're passionate and you're happy and joyful, do that shit, okay? But make sure you're creating the life you want. Put them energies out there you want to come back to you. You have to let go at some point and let God and let the universe take care of you, you guys. Act like they're your significant other, all right? We have to balance work, rest, and play, right? If we're putting out there that we're working all day and we have no time for work no time for rest or for play, then the universe is going to keep piling shit on us that's work related, okay? If we show the universe, damn it, I deserve a weekend off. I deserve a nap in the middle of the day. I deserve to get off at 5 p.m. every day. Then the universe is going to start creating that and make these avenues and these pathways are going to open that happen for us. But we have to believe it, y'all. You can't see it. The universe can't create it if you don't believe it, right? So just make sure you're believing this shit, you guys. Believe what you're speaking is truth. Believe how powerful you are. You absolutely are kings and queens. You're not taken away from nobody else by being your best self. You're inspiring others to be their best selves, okay? Stand up for yourself. Create boundaries. Talk to yourself in a beautiful way and have the best day ever. I appreciate y'all. Please like and subscribe. Share this with your friends if it helped. And I'll see you next time.